Today I'm going to be retaking my 16 personalities MBTI test. The last time I took this was in January this year. I would believe it's been 6 months since I took the test, so now I can retake my test. I've always had INFP for like years. Since 2019 is when I started taking the test, and I always got INFP except from this year in January I got INFJ. So that's why I want to retake this test and see if I'm INFJ or an INFP or maybe something else. So let's find out. So the first question is, you regularly make new friends. Ooh, okay, so I'm good at making friends. I think I find it kind of easy to make friends, but I don't like make friends very often, which I think is what it's asking me. So I'm gonna put no, disagree, but like the small one. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. I don't know, I get very bored easily and I always change what I'm looking at, and I get very distracted easily. Occasionally I will search things up. I do like to look at very random things, but I wouldn't say I spend a lot of my free time doing that. So I think I would put the same, like the small disagree. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Yes. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. I don't think so. Do I? Not really. I'm gonna disagree with that. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Not really. Disagree. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. I would definitely have to agree with this. I do like getting to know new people, but I'm very shy. Like, I won't approach somebody first. I always wait for them to approach me. I would say I agree. Prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Yes, I would definitely agree. I do kind of tend to start a bunch of things at one time, but I much prefer finishing one thing and then going to the other. You're very sentimental. Yes. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Yes. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. I would say yes. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. No, I don't really feel comfortable doing that. I like the idea of it, but I don't think I would do it. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative work. I would say no, I'm quite interested in that. You're more inclined to follow your head than your heart. I would say disagree. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. Weirdly, I always thought I was spontaneous when I was younger, but now as I'm older, I really do like a routine and planning things ahead. But at the same time, I don't really follow the routine. So like, I can make routines, but I can't really stick to them. So I do things at any given moment, but I don't prefer that. So I would say disagree. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Rarely worry? I very much worry about my first impression on people, so disagree. You enjoy participating in group activities. Agree, but only a little bit. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. I don't think I like that. I'm gonna disagree. I like books where it has a, proper ending, and I don't feel like I have to worry about the characters or whatever it is in the book. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. I would say it's kind of half-half. Like, I like helping others, but I also like, obviously accomplishing my own things. So definitely my own accomplishments. I would disagree. You're more interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. Yes. You are prone to worrying about things that will make a turn for the worst. Yes, I would agree. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. Sometimes I don't mind if I'm like in a group with there's people that are more like quiet than me and too shy to kind of approach the task. But if I'm in a group with more extroverted people, then I will definitely not do that. I do tend to avoid it though. So I would say yes, a little bit. You're definitely not an artistic type of person. Disagree. I am. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings. I would say disagree. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Yes. I find it so hard to relax. I don't know why, but like, I have to do everything first to feel like I can relax, or else I feel like guilty. You enjoy watching people argue. Not really. I like seeing like people argue in public. It's quite interesting, but I don't like conflict, so I would say disagree. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. I would say yes. Like, I like being in the public eye, I guess, kind of doing things online and stuff, but I don't like, you know, specifically when someone's like, "Come here, Luba," and they're like, everyone's looking at me. I hate that. Your mood can change very quickly. Yes, I definitely agree with that. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. Yes, I would agree with that. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. I would say yes, I agree. You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. I don't know, I have thought about what will happen like after I die and like what everyone else will be doing, so probably yes. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. This one, I'm very half-half. I like to be alone, but I do love to be around people at the same time. I do feel like if I'm alone for too long, I'll go a bit crazy. So I would say yes. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. A little bit. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. I would say agree a little bit. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. Yes. I'm very bad at like planning things and making final decisions because I'm very indecisive, so yes. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. I would disagree. After a long, exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. I wouldn't say it's exactly what I need. I would disagree a little bit. You enjoy going to art museums. Yes, you often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. These days, I would say, I think a little bit. I'm gonna put agree a little bit. You like to have a to-do list for each day. Yes, agree. You rarely feel insecure. Disagree with that. I do feel insecure. Who doesn't? You know? Avoid making phone calls. Agree. I hate phone calls. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. I would agree a little bit. In your social circle, you're often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. I would disagree. I'm very bad with that. I kind of wait for someone else to ask me first because I feel like I'm annoying. I think in the past as well, like I've always asked people and like nothing happens and I just kind of gave up. So I would say disagree. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Yes, I agree. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Definitely agree. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. I would disagree. I do sometimes, but not a lot. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Yes. You take great care not to make people look bad even when it is completely their fault. It depends. I would agree somewhat. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Like I said, I like routine, but I feel like I actually am a spontaneous person, like as in I like to just do different things and I get very distracted and I can't really stick to one thing for a long time. I would say yes, a little bit. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. I would say yes. I do. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. At first, I thought I do like that, but I do think I like being around people and I can't do things completely alone. And I would disagree. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. I don't think it's a waste of time, but it kind of is. Okay, I would agree a little bit. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. I'm really half and half with this, but I do think I do like more quiet, intimate places, so I would disagree with that. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. I would say yes, a little bit. You often feel overwhelmed. Agree. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. I would agree. I do. You're very intrigued by things labelled as controversial. I would say agree. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. I would agree. I feel like I'm quite selfless. You struggle with deadlines. Yes, I agree. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Oh wait, this is the last question. I think so. I would hope so. I do believe that. I do hope that. I'm gonna put agree, yes. I mean, obviously I have my doubts, but I do think overall in the future things will work out, and I think that's the same for everyone. See results. Okay, wait. I'm scared. I got the same. I got INFJ T. INFJ. I really thought I would have like something else. I wanted like, I don't know, ISFP or something. ENFP. Okay, I don't think I would ever be an ENFP. I thought I would get something more interesting, but I guess I'm an INFJ after all. So advocates are quiet visionaries, often serving as inspiring and tireless idealists. I mean, I would agree with that. I do feel like I am an INFJ, but it's weird because I was an INFP for like a few years and then now I'm suddenly INFJ, and I guess because I've kind of started to like routine, but I guess the INF has stayed the same. Okay, so it says I'm 69% introverted. Nothing has changed. Still very introverted. Introverted individuals tend to prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and often feel drawn to calm environments. I mean, I would agree. I do think I am an introvert. I do prefer kind of talking to people one-to-one instead of like group conversations. When I'm in group conversations, I'm like really quiet or I just don't say anything, and it's really annoying, but I can't help it. 58% intuitive. Intuitive individuals are very imaginative, open-minded and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. I would agree with that. Yes. Feeling, 63%. Feeling individuals value emotional expression and sensitivity. They place a lot of importance on empathy, social harmony and cooperation. I would agree. I'm a very sensitive person and very emotional, so that's me. And then 63% judging. So judging individuals are decisive, thorough and highly organized. They value clarity, predictability and closure, preferring structure and planning to spontaneity. Yeah, very weird. I always thought I was spontaneous, but now I realize I very much like routine. 86% turbulent. Wow, this one hasn't changed either. Turbulent individuals are self-conscious and sensitive to stress. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success-driven, perfectionistic and eager to improve. Yes, I would agree with that 100%. This is my biggest one. It's 86% turbulent. It's annoying. I thought I'd get something more interesting or a change, but I guess I'm still the same. Now I believe I'm definitely an INFJ. Anyways, I mean, that's it. I am an INFJ after all. Let me know what your MBTI is in the comments below if you have taken this test. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!